What's up guys, Steven Dexter. So today I'm going to talk about my 2019 account statement. We're going to talk about yearly and how the pattern adjusted and how the frequency of the pattern have been changed a little bit this year. So overall, I'm going to talk about pattern performances, what have stayed the same, what have changed a little bit, and what we should adjust. So overall, I'm also going to address some issues or a lot of people are asking, well, Steven, you did a fake audited statement or whatever they want to say. And today I'm going to show you exactly, my daily performances on account statements. And Trezor just changed their website and they don't have the PDF version anymore. So all I can show you will be, I think, before the updated version. So it will be before February. But I have all the monthly statements for each individual month. How much have I profited? How much did I lose? And hopefully after this video, there will be no more haters and stuff like that. I understand people are skeptical. I understand people are skeptical about the huge performances and people are asking, well, if you're performing this good, why don't you start a hedge fund? Why not become a hedge fund manager? I'm telling you this, and for penny stocks, there's only specific amount of volume, which means there's only limited amount of liquidity you can trade. So when you try to scale up into millions of dollars and billions of dollars, there will be no liquidity for you anymore. That means there's only maximum amount of money you can take per trade, which is correlated to how much volume is being traded on that intraday. So because I do have enough equities to trade to make the maximum dollar per day or per trade. Hopefully that makes sense. And let's get to this yearly statements and hopefully you can take something away after this video. So right now we're at Trezor, which is a broker, and we're in the live chat. We're pulling out the account statements right here. And so as you can see, let me close this live chat real quick. This is not a screenshot. Make sure I can roll back and forth. And this is the Trezor website. January 1st, gross profit will be 240,000 and net profit will be 243,000. I have 3 red month. March, this month was a little bit big, but actual net loss I think is around like 70,000. One of the trade, because only Trezor has shares, so I have to box the shares for that specific trade. And follow on that, I didn't really box any type of shares. So I have 25,000 loss, 156,000 loss. Other than that, it's pretty much all green month. And there's a couple months I did a really bad job on it. I should have made a lot more based on my account size. And on December, I only made 10,000 because I took pretty much 2 weeks on vacation to Hawaii. Overall, I think I did pretty good. There's still tons of mistakes need to be adjusted. And majorly patterns I was focused on was bounce short, gap up short, first red day short, and overswing gap down. Now, I want to talk about this year's performances because of this year specifically, we don't really see OTC pump and dump anymore. That type of pattern is dead. First red day has happened pretty much less than 10 times this year with the multi-day runners. Multi-day runners kind of died for a while, especially in 2019. Multi-day runners doesn't really happen that often anymore. Now, follow after that, we have overswing gap down. Overswing gap down, same thing. Doesn't really happen that often anymore because we've been getting a lot of volume recently. A lot of very condensed, heavy intraday volume was being traded, especially on the first day. It doesn't really perform any type of overswing gap down. Either it just dies straight off and gap down, then drop after market open. Also, if it gaps up, then it just push hugely. And the second green day, then squeeze everybody. I've been tracking that type of statistics on second green day. I think it's very beneficial for you to track it as well as a beginner. Also, you have to be able to, coordinating and adjust your strategy according to the market condition. So this is the yearly account statements. I overall made about 795,000. So I started this account back in 2018 on April. And I started with 75,000 divided by 3, so it's 25,000 on each account size. Make sure, if I just lose on one pattern 5 times in a row, because I'm hitting that 10% or 20% chance to lose, then I have 2 backup accounts, which total will be 75,000, but each individual account will be 25,000. I've used that type of method to make sure I don't really run into chance 10 times in a row and blow up on my account. So I have 2 backup accounts to protect me from doing that. Then I slowly and steadily grow the account up to, I think last year was around 500,000 to 600,000-ish. And this year was 795,000. So plus together, I've grown 75,000 to 1.3 million to 4 million-ish. Overall, I think it's over 1,000%-ish. Only by using about 3 to 4 strategies, that's pretty much it. This type of performance tells you don't really have to focus on 10 patterns, 20 patterns in a row to be able to make this type of gains. Only thing you have to be willing to wait is you have to be willing to accept that pattern doesn't really come to you every single day. You have to be willing to wait for the setup to come to you for you to be able to execute the trade. A lot of people in the general market, they really try to chase the money instead of trying to chase the setups. And that's why 90% people, just by looking at the money, and they're so obsessed with that, how much they're gaining per trade. And I don't know if you guys have this type of feeling before. As a beginner, and when I was making a trade, if I was up about, let's say, $990, at that point, by statistically, you should take your profits, right? But you kind of want to wait until, well, it's $990. I want to wait until it hits $1,000 so I can take that $1,000 by profits. Then it makes me feel better. Now that's where you are focused on the money instead of you're focused on the trade. You can find that type of habits pretty much everywhere as a beginner. It's very, very difficult to overcome that type of psychology of thinking. Make sure as a beginner, focus on the setups and focus on what pattern you're looking for. Focus on the maximum risk reward, and that will give you a pretty good general understanding of how to really make a good trade, how to execute it better. I would highly recommend it to hide your unrealized profit when you are in your trade. So that's my suggestion for it. And now let's addressing the haters a little bit. Now, a lot of people say, okay, this can be photoshopped, well, this can be whatever can be do. For a brokerage or like an auditing firm, it's illegal to lie about somebody's performances. Brokerage typically make millions of dollars. They don't really care about an individual client if they are, because if they lie about it, they will lose their entire business. Millions of dollars will be lost. And I'm only making about 1.34 million. Of course, with a small account, and it's not worth it for them to do that type of thing. It's not worth it to match the risk reward. Let's put it that way. That's number one reason they wouldn't really lie about account statements, and plus an auditing firm. So auditing firm, a lot of people are saying, okay, well, it's from Bahama and it's a little bit skeptical. Now let's show you a brokerage statements that were back in 2018 and 19. There will be a very clear trade and how much value had been bought and been sold on that specific day. Let's look at 2018 November. So open up this PDF. Well, this is trade zero. It's either a company and there's logo. And also you can see the account opening on this day will be April 3rd, 2018. So I started this account on April. That's my name, and I have to block my account number. On November 1st, I did not make a trade. November 2nd, did not make a trade. And I made 3,000, lost 10,000, made 16,000, lost 4,000, lost 2,000, made 10,000, made 28,000, made 10,000, 4,000. Then made 43,000, lost 12,000, made 2,000. Now overall, I made about 131,000 on that month. Now follow with, let's do December 2018. See, scroll down, net profit, let's just scroll down from this and will be 255,000 for that month. Now let's go to January PDF and same thing. Net profit, I lose when I'm trading. I'm not gaining see, on this day I lost 76,000, right? So, but following that day I made 135,000. But overall profit, I made 243,000 on January. I'm just going these statements monthly by month, and you can see how many shares I traded, how much value I bought it, how much value I sold. This is a legitimate account statement to show you. And I lost 76,000 on this day, made 87,000 on this day, lost 13,000 on this day, made 37,000 on that day. And overall profit on February 2019, beginning February 1st, ending February 28th, and that month I made 146,000. Now since TradeZero did an update, so I can only follow with the statements right here, which is the new updated TradeZero website version of account statements. Let's follow with March, negative 143,000. That's my yearly performances. I think the beginning value of the account, as I said, it will be 75,000 in total, splitting into 25,000 each. Going from 75,000 to 1.3, 1.4 million in course of 1 year and 8 months. So overall 20 months in total. And a lot of people have been asking me, for shorting games, is it getting harder to short? I don't think so. A lot of people are very eager to get into this game, and there's a cycle about investors. So people are so eager to get into these industries and they're impatient, they want to make money. It's just a beginner passion about the stock market. I totally understand that because you're dealing with real money and you want to, make a change of your life. But this is like a long road for you to really get good at it. Being consistent, profitable will take you a solid amount of time before you can do that. So as a beginner, don't rush into this industry. And there's a lot of people who are more experienced than me. They can make more money than me. And I have to competing with people who are better than me. So I have to stay extremely disciplined. Now, same thing up to you. When you're in the stock market, you're competing somebody like me. That's where you have to stay more disciplined than me for you to be able to, beat me in a trade or beat my performances. So that's the thing I want to remind you beginners. Don't rush into this industry. Study first, track your statistics, find your edge. I also want to talk about, overall patterns that it's been changing a little bit. I don't think I'm going to do another DVD soon because Duxinator has been, most updated version for my strategies. I don't think anything has changed. Dollar block hasn't been changed. And also, first red day overstaying gap down, OTC dip by pattern, overstaying up, pump and dump. All those 4 strategies are kind of outdated. Now we're slightly getting into, mid cap and slightly large cap. We've been trading these type of patterns for a little bit while. I'm tracking statistics on, mid cap and large cap. I'm still learning about large cap. I have no idea how it works on billion-dollar cap, so I'm trying to find an edge on that. You always have to learn, always have to, improve based on what you have learned. I'm not a complete, trader, so I still have flaws, and the same to you. So the results I've been showing you, I've been already practicing for almost 4 years. It took me a large amount of study time to really get a hand of this. And this is the results. If you put enough time, enough work, I think you can do it as well. So I pretty much showed every legitimate things about the, account statements and how much money I made in the course of 20 months, starting with $75,000 account or 25,000 each. So that'll be the end of this video. Hopefully you guys like it. Leave a comment about what do you think about 2019 market, what has been changed, what have you been trading, what's the best edge in 2020. I'm looking forward for you to share some experience about your trading journey. So let me know, and I will see you guys. Next video. And it's just a beginner, enthusiastic. Can't pronounce that word right.